My fellow astrologer lovers, you tuned in to the other dimension where we speak about astrology, spirituality, and philosophy. And I know I've been ghost. I know I have been, not updating, but it's that my life has been so grindy mind, like meaning working. I've been getting consultation. I gotta get done. I gotta wrap that up. I have a side job, and I recently really picked up seriously working out, fitness and nutrition. So my life is heading to a whole new different direction. I feel like a completely different person, to be honest. My life is just it's packed now. But again, gotta come to my roots. I gotta remember that this is about Astrologer. This is where I started. And this is where I'm going to remain for my people. This is us. This is us making it happen. And we're going to be speaking about the personality qualities of Sagittarius. And if you don't know your Vedic Astrology horoscope, make sure to check the description box below. Because I have a link there where you could go there, type in your information, your date of birth, your location of birth, and your time of birth. That's what you need to find out your Vedic Astrology calculation. What sign are you in? Meaning by the ascendant. That's more important than the sun and the moon, because the ascendant shapes your entire life. And you need to know the planetary placement. So if we're speaking about Sagittarius, you want to know what planets falls in Sagittarius, or is your ascendant in Sagittarius. That's very important. And if you want a Vedic astrology consultation or reading done by me, Astrologer, make sure to check the description box. There's a link to my website. Click on it, just follow the instructions, and we can make it happen. Now, personality quality of the sign of Sagittarius. Sagittarius is about morals. It's about following the righteous path. It's about broadening your thinking. Sagittarius is mainly a belief system. And when I mean belief system, it's not just only false in religion, but it could be any sort of belief system. That man-made religion, Christianity, Buddhism, any sort of religion it's a Sagittarius quality. But again, when you look at for somebody's belief system, you want to look at their 9th house. The 9th house is the actual what the person believes. What is the form of the belief that they have? Sagittarius is just more about that higher thinking, that higher consciousness. Why is that? Because see, opposite to Sagittarius is Gemini. And as you know, if you watch personality qualities of the sign of Gemini, Gemini is simply about communication. And it could be about chit-chat, when people just talk and have fun and interact. That's Gemini. But when people start preaching, when people start talking about something that changes your life, that's more of Sagittarius. Why does Sagittarius contains this broadening thinking, the expansion of your consciousness? Because it's ruled by the beneficial planet of Jupiter. Jupiter is the most beneficial planet in astrology. So any planet that falls in the sign of Jupiter, which is Pisces or Sagittarius, will be optimistic, especially Sagittarius. And that planet will want to teach, because see, the planet now is taking the role of a teacher. If Moon is there, the person is always seeking to learn. They love learning. And Mercury is speech. So when they speak, people be like, wow, this guy make me feel good. Or if, let's say, Sun is there, the person is kind of, their personality and their ego is molded by their beliefs. It can make them a little egoistic. Be like, oh, this is my belief system, this is Could be the right way. This is the only way. So that depends in certain cases, alright? Now we're getting close to the last zodiac sign. We're getting close to ending in the personality qualities. Sagittarius is included in the last 4 because there's groups in astrology. See, it's Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer. That's group 1. That's when the zodiac signs are kind of young, youthful. They're always playing around. And then there's the middle. There's Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio. That's more like an adult type. And the last one, the most like experienced signs, are the last 4. That's when it becomes serious. That's when it becomes about higher thinking. Because now from Sagittarius to Pisces, a person is more elevated to a higher consciousness. Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces, a person is elevated to something higher, something greater, something bigger than themselves. Because it's ending, and then it starts back to Aries, which is the youngest, the youthfulness. It's all about playing around, taking action. So the last 4 groups are the most experienced. So the point is that now a person is gravitated, and from the fire sign it's become more wisdomatic. It's more about teaching people, helping people elevate their thinking to a higher morals. Where Aries is more about me. It's a fire sign. Like Aries is a fire sign, but it's about me. Leo is still about me, but it's more about shining. Aries is just like, I'm doing this and I don't care what people think or this. Where Leo is more like, this is me, this is what I created. I worship it. But Sagittarius is more like sitting back and just telling people like, this is how it's gotta be done. This is the road you need to follow. If you take these steps, your life will be amazing. Now, for Sagittarius, a person must know, and depending on if there's like Sagittarius ascendant, that's very important. You need to know where Jupiter is at. Because just because it's about teaching doesn't mean that they have the right morals, the right teaching. They can have wrong teaching. These teachers could teach about the wrong things. And that all depends about how Jupiter is placed in the chart. Is Jupiter receiving conjunction by any malefic planets, Rahu, Ketu? Or is it with Mars or Saturn? Or is it debilitated? It all depends. It molds Jupiter, because whatever belief system you have is based on your Jupiter and your 9th house. So depending on these 2 points in the chart will demonstrate what a person believes, or like how they teach other people and what type of teacher they attract in their life is Jupiter. Alright, so back to the point. Yes, Jupiter needs to be examined. If any planet falls in the sign of Sagittarius, then you need to look at where Jupiter is placed, the condition of Jupiter, because Jupiter is telling that planet what to do. Jupiter is very important to see if the morals of this person will be correct. The teaching of this person will be of the right path, or the morals of this person will be about just me being rich and forget about the poor, and this is all that's gotta matter, and the people with the blue eyes. See, that's just bad Jupiter. Where a good Jupiter will be like, everybody needs to find peace, everybody needs to live a happy, optimistic, awesome life. Right, that's what I'm saying. Alright, I'm not so excited. But yeah, and I'm a good example of Sagittarius. Can you feel it? It's about Astrologer. Elevate your thinking. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe for much more video of astrology. Ooh, spirituality and philosophy. The movement is just getting started. So be a part of it. Become an astrologer. Be real. Come on, I know you're waiting for it. I know you want it. to the next one. I love y'all. Thanks for watching. As always, I think I'm talking too much, didn't I? Let me go down. Real low. Real low.